I'll pay a nigga $50 to cover my shift if I don't want to work that day, simply because I got
to
it like that. I
to
don't
speak the
need to
fuck
work
up and start making jobs pay. Hey, we're not going to work until we get paid this
for the
certain amount.
man. I work for the man because I want to. That's the mentality these
where
niggas need to have.
the
Not
economy is shit, which reflects everything.
True, yeah.
And then
Nobody
it's
wants to work for the white man.
to get
Nobody.
my business license and I got my own shit. I'm not gonna ask the man to get me shit.
want to do. You have jobs that do give a fuck about your future.
Real boss nigga, I'ma show how to do it. Talking on his neck while me swerving and doing it. My uptown bitch got a Glock with a 40. Hot and pop my shit, making nigga for this
Episode, man. Um, life in 2026, man. Life in 2026. How y'all feel about it?
What you mean by that?
Life in 2026. How do you feel about life in 2026? Is it hard? Is it different? Is it easy to maintain? Like what's your perspective on it?
It's expensive, physically, mentally, and
Shit,
emotionally.
it's easy to maintain for me when you got money like I got. Shit, another year, just another year.
Right. But just in general.
Yeah, we not talking about. Yeah, you might just be in a different bracket, brother. 'Cause
You
You
know
must
what I
be
mean?
fine.
When
um,
you owe the IRS $9,000 during tax season, I don't get taxes back. I owe in. You know what I mean? I'm one of them people.
yeah, this might not be a topic for you then, brother. 'Cause I'm gonna tell you now, the life today is harder than it was. This is the hardest generation to live life in than any other generation. It literally is. Like our parents climbed the ladder, but like we're running on a damn treadmill. 'Cause, like back then it was hard work, like moved you forward. You know what I'm saying? But today it just keeps you in place. Like there's no
Nah, depending on how
progression.
hard you work.
I was about to say, it depends on how
The-
hard you work.
yeah, I
And
mean, my hard work pushed me forward.
and expecting to grow out of that space is not going to happen.
So
Exactly. Because you
so
gotta
that
think. You gotta
that
think.
that that
Even with
that went over both of y'all's heads. That went over both of y'all's heads. Listen, hard work, right? Any of y'all where y'all need to be right now?
we'll say it again.
Any of y'all where y'all need to be right now?
I'm never where I need to be because there's never no limit.
I was about to say, there's always room for improvement, no matter where
There's
you are.
always room for improvement, but there's always a point where you get to a point and you be like, "Damn, like I'm comfortable where I'm at." What are you working towards? What are you working towards?
Opening up my own restaurant and bar.
Okay, Ashley.
I mean, right now, I'm just working towards a stable lifestyle. Shit. I feel like I'm doing pretty decent where I'm at.
Right, right. But here, this is what I'm trying. This is what I'm trying to explain to y'all. Back then, working it was you work, you get benefited for it, right? You could buy a house, still live a normal life. Now, nigga, you buy a house, you working 10 times harder just to maintain that motherfucker, as opposed to being able to live life outside of what you need. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but essentially, it's always been that way. Because even our parents, their parents had it easier than what they had it, and the prices was different from with our
Mm-mm.
grandparents versus our parents or our great grandparents. I
No,
mean, my
no.
granddad, my great
It's
granddad
it's
used to
it's
buy
it's
eggs for.
scientific. It's proven that this generation is the hardest generation
That's what I'm saying. But then the next
ever.
generation after
No,
that was going to
ever,
be harder.
ever, ever.
Exactly, key, because there ain't been no next generation yet.
I feel like your point has a lot to do with the economy right now.
That exactly. That's the whole point of what I'm saying.
Get
The
that
the
the same
the
aspect that if you think about it financially, if you're working hard, you're doing the exact same thing they were doing, but just in a different economy. So hard work doesn't keep you in the same place. A shitty economy keeps you in the same place. It has nothing to do with how hard you're working, because you can work your ass off and climb the ladder even in a shitty economy. But right now, it's very hard to do that because the economy is so bad. So if you want to, I mean, you can correlate together for sure, but the economy is the main reason why you feel like we work harder for less nowadays.
Right. So
Back then, I mean, you could buy. My grandma bought her house for $25,000.
That's what I'm
My
saying.
car,
Then like
it was
our great grandparents probably bought their houses for 15. You know what I mean? So like each
yeah.
generation, the shit is gonna continue to expand and be bigger than what it was. But what we can't do as a generation is continue to try to complain about the situation, but rise above it and do it.
what do
Like
you
me, for
mean?
instance.
What do you mean not
We can't
complain about it?
complain. We can't
Why
complain,
can't we
bro.
complain? Why can't we complain?
Cause what is complaining gonna get us? It ain't gonna make the shit go down.
No, but it serves a point. It
What
serves a
is
point. Okay,
who
so
is
what makes
listening
the
when you
economy?
complain?
So what
Who
makes
is
the
listening when
economy?
you
The
complain?
people no, because the people make the economy. That's the problem with people nowadays. They don't realize that they have a word, and we build the economy. If everybody decided to speak the fuck up and start making jobs pay, hey, we're not going to work until we get paid this certain amount. What is the job going? They're forced to start paying you more.
I think
But people stuck in this mentality of, hey, it's a job. I still got to go do it. It is what it is. I can't afford to do this. I can't, because that's how they make it.
No, what you do is you do what I did. Okay, so I'm a licensed mixologist. I was getting tired of people keep on putting me on a leash when it came to like Silk Road and shit like that, telling me what I can or couldn't do. So guess what I did? I said I'm gonna go out and do my own shit, get my own business. My aunt took me down to get my business license, and I got my own shit. I'm not gonna ask the man to get me shit when I can go get it on my own. Now I make $5,000, $6,000 per event. You know what I mean? Versus staying at Silk Road making $10 an hour plus my little tips. Yeah, I do work at the depot now, but that's just to interact with people. Like when I in between my bookings. But other than that, I don't need no job. Like I work at the depot once a week, once maybe twice a week. That's because I give up most of those shifts. I'll pay a nigga $50 to cover my shift if I don't want to work that day, simply because I got it like that. I don't need to work for the man. I work for the man because I want to. That's the mentality these niggas need to have. Not asking the man for a favor. Can you up the price or can you do this? No, go out, get yourself a trade, get yourself a license, get yourself a something that you can go do on your own, and you don't got to ask nobody for shit. My sister, for instance, she went out and she got herself a trade or a license, and she could travel the world now basically for free. She traveling the world for free to work. You know what I mean? You gotta go out there and grind and get that on your own. You can't ask nobody for. I can't ask Silk Road, hey, do you mind paying me $15 more because rent then went up because the economy bad? No, I went out and made my own, so I don't gotta ask nobody for shit. Now I live comfortably.
And there are jobs out there like mine that will support me to go back to school on grants, essentially. And if I pass my class,
Yeah.
I back. They don't want me to stay there.
Who
I
don't
have
want you to stay
I
there?
want to do. You have jobs that do give a fuck about your future, besides the economy part of it. That
No,
will.
no job care about you. They all dead end jobs. At the end of the day, they give you that opportunity, but at the end of the day, who really has that time? Who really has time? When you when you really out there living, because the way y'all explain it is neither one of y'all live paycheck to paycheck. I must be the only one that live paycheck to paycheck. Because the way you explain it, Jerron, is like you just this big ass business that you don't have to work. You pretty much you just do what you do just to do it.
I mean,
so that in that case, you set in life. You just
I'm not
working on a
set because
restaurant.
I'm about to say I'm not set because
So
I
how
got
long
other
is it
goals
going
I
to take
want.
you to get the restaurant?
A restaurant it comes with a lot. You know what I mean? We didn't look at spaces and stuff, but
So
You know
what
what I
I'm
mean?
saying
Like,
is you get handicapped. You get handicapped. You can go get a trade. You can go do all this. But what I'm telling you is you're going to have to work 10 times harder because of the economy to get where the fuck you need to get to.
then go work 10
A
times
one
harder.
bedroom right now. A one bedroom. Now let me keep it real with you. A one bedroom right now to live decently. Live decently. Because I'm not the type to want to drive nice. I want to live nice. I can give a fuck what I drive. I will walk. But I'd rather live nice than drive nicely. But a one bedroom right now in the housing market is no less than $900 a month. No less. One bedroom. You can go live in a shitty apartment. You can go live in a shitty house, a old beat down house. But in the means of that, you're sitting here working like literally $20 an hour is shit. It's shit. Unless you have a car that's paid off.
I get what you're saying, but I also feel like it's more of a straightforward. The economy is shit, which reflects everything, and then it's also a eat the rich mentality because the rich aren't putting money back into the economy. So yes, we help control the economy, but if you're sitting on billions of dollars and you're getting tax breaks and this and that and the third, and you're getting to sit on this money and not keep it floating, and then also situations like Venezuela, which will hopefully maybe help the American dollar. I don't know. It's going to help it in hindrance because other people aren't going to do deals with us no more.
Right.
So
That's
that's
what the whole point of
America.
the conversation is based off the economy. I'm not saying what you're saying, Jerron, is not true. Yeah, nobody wants to work for the white man. Nobody wants to work for him. But what I'm saying is, in today's generation, due to the economy and inflation, it is fucked up. It is fucked up. Seriously. Like, nobody has seen numbers like this aside. And yeah, there's no generation after this right now, but this generation will make it easier because of the knowledge we've gained within this generation to pass on to the next generation. As opposed, like you just said, you just gave the gem. Go get you a fucking trade. Growing up, nigga, did your parents tell you go get a trade? Did your parents tell you, hey, nah, don't work for the man. Hey, your credit score needs to be this. Hey, as a matter of fact, you're how old? You're 5, you're 6. I'm gonna go put a bill in your name. So when you turn 18, your credit score will be where it's at for you to survive in life. This is knowledge that I wasn't retained.
Yeah.
And a lot of people retain. Yeah, you can go out here and get whatever you need, but also it takes time. When you grow up at a young age, not a lot of people have time.
That's right.
Exactly. Just like Tasha said. Basically, the price you paying in rent, you might as well buy.
Yeah.
You might as well buy a house. But then you run into what? Now you gotta, it's just like a car. Now you gotta put back because let's say the fucking AC go out.
You got to maintain that.
You got it. Now you gotta maintenance your own shit. And then the pricing of the market. My grandparents' house, it's fucking doubled in price. Is it worth it? Hell no. It's just a lot of shit that when the next generation come, we could improvise into that generation. We could tell them, hey, I mean, you starting to see it now. People implementing trades in schools, that jobs are even saying, hey, yeah, we'll pay for you to go to school. But damn, what I'm saying is this economy is so fucked up. It's hard to make it. I'm trying to pull up these graphs so y'all can see what I like the factuals on it. Because it's crazy how, like, in the U.S. from 2010 to 22, home prices rose 74%, while the average wage only grew 54%. This is what I'm saying. Like, the economy's so fucked up, jobs can't afford to be like, well, we're gonna rise with inflation because they still got shit that they gotta pay for too.
Yeah, it's
And
expensive
just
for them too. Yeah.
and with all these tariffs and shit implemented, it done went up. So they can't afford to make your shit go up.
Yep.
42 to 43 million U.S. households, around 33%, were spending 30% or more on their income on housing costs in your recent years, a level considered cost burden. Nearly half of renters, about 49 to 50%, spent over 30% of income on rent in 2023.
And I believe
Almost half the renters are spending more than 30% of their income on a roof over their head. And that's what I'm saying. I can have a beautiful house, but guess what? I'm now how am I going what am I gonna get driving wise? I gotta get something to get me from point A to point B.
well, we got to talk about dirty ass landlords and renters too, that wants you to make 3 times the rent.
Right.
Like that's a crooked ass game right there too, because who in their right
Yeah,
mind?
that. Because who the fuck is making 3 times? Realistically, if I need your spot,
3 times the
why would
rent.
I be making 3 times that? I can go get me something better than that.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, Tasha. You wasn't taught that. You wasn't taught that. So how could you pass that on? You learned that as you grew. You learned that as you grew. Hey, credit. But even back then, credit wasn't as big as it is now. Back then, money talked more than anything. You walk up to a landlord, hey, listen, I got you the rent 800. I got 16 right here. I
Today.
got 16. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Niggas wasn't worried about credit. Now, like you just said, I called for an apartment, not even a bougie ass apartment. The motherfuckers talking about you need a 713 plus 3 times the rent. Bitch, what? What are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? So it's not that hard work does, of course, it does get you where you need to be, but it's that you gotta work harder. You know what I'm saying?
Fighting against you at all times.
Just because of the economy, like Jerron, even with you making 5-6 grand an event, you gotta stay on that. You gotta keep them bookings in. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be like, yeah, I'm gonna take a month off and go vacation with my wife overseas because we've been working our ass off. No, you got to keep those in the event because guess what? Like you said, it's so much with the restaurant. Now you're looking at bills. Now you're looking at red tags. Now you're looking at city limits. Now you're looking at this. By the time you're done, you're gonna run up every bit of 120 grand. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to back then, it might have been 50, 40 grand to start a business. You see what I'm saying? So it's not like I'm arguing y'all's point. My main point was to get to the economy, just based off of what's going on now, because shit it's like it's done outspaced the growth for decades. You know what I mean? And to go back and look at everything that we've done as in, oh, we're working hard to do this, we're working hard to do that. There's people out here that can't even hold on. That can't even afford to go to Virginia Beach because shit is just outrageous.
Beachfronts last year was $500.
You know what I'm saying?
I remember checking that.
Hold on, I'm about to show y'all right here. This is where it was at. All right, so hold on, I'm about to share my screen. So y'all can see. Y'all see this first graph right here?
Yeah.
And you see the second graph. So look, the first graph is productivity versus the wages. The top line is how much value people produce. The bottom line is what they get paid. right? That's how much we produce working. This is how much we're getting paid.
Trust me, I work for Amazon, so I know all about that. I know all about that.
So
You know how much money we made them in the last peak? I don't even want to talk about it.
yeah, it's crazy. And this gap right here, that's where making it disappears because you get stuck in this cycle. You get stuck. This right here, literally, my fault, is the income quality, right? It's telling you how what it shows. As the line goes up, opportunity goes down. The higher the inequality gets, the harder it is to escape where you started. Again, stuck right here. A lot of this shit, man, you can't even fathom to even sit back and be like, yeah, this shit is, you know what I'm saying? This shit is easy work. This shit is easy work.